Welcome to another video. Today we will discuss about hub, switch and router. Hub, switch and router are network devices. It helps to connect the internet between devices. And how these three devices work, we will discuss about these devices in this video. So hub and switch are devices. Those are helpful to make a network. But if I talk about router is a device, it it helps to connect with the network. So let's start with the hub. As we can see in this picture, there are four different ports. To understand it better, we can say there are four different computers we are connecting to each other. And we can say here there are four different uh, connecting wires or connectivity mode are with these different four ports. So what is the basic problem with the hub is not productive as compared to other devices. Why I'm saying this? Because when one data is intended to go to this port, I mean this computer, and when this computer is replying to this data, that data is intended to go to this port, but it's not happening. It is going to all these four ports. And hub, when we are using hub is making more traffic as compared to other devices. So hub is little, we can say it doesn't have any sense to filter the data, and it creates the unnecessary traffic, and it also wastes a lot of bandwidth. For example, we can I can explain this with another example. If this computer want to connect with this computer, I mean they want to communicate with each other, then if this computer is sending one data and this computer is supposed to receive this, but because of hub, this data is going to all these computers and it's making unnecessary traffic and also the bandwidth wastage. Now let's talk about another device, switch. Switch is more smart as compared to hub. How is smart? Because switch works on MAC address. Maybe you're wondering what is MAC address. Address is media access control. MAC address is basically a unique number given to all devices. When some manufacturer make a device, they give a unique number to every device. So its number is like 1 A B C X Y 569. It's a number with alphabets and numeric numbers, and they make a one number, and that number is given to every single device in this world. So uh, so the switch connect through a MAC address. Like we can see again, there are four different ports. I mean, four different connecting. We can say four different computers. If the data intended to go to this port, it will only go to this port. And from here, if this data intended to go to this port, it only goes to this port. It will not go to other ports. So switch is more smart, and it works on the basis of MAC address, so it is more productive and secure also. If for example, if this computer want to connect with this computer, so the communication will be only between these two computers. The data will not flow to all these four computers. The data will intended to go to this computer, so it will only receive here. So communication is very secure, and as compared to IT security also, the switch is more productive and secure as compared to hub. So if we see the basic difference again, the hub only detect a device that is physically connected to it. But if I talk about switch, switch can detect specific device those are connected to it. Also, it keep a records of MAC address because every device have a MAC address and MAC address is never same. If I am using one computer and my colleague is using another computer, so we both have different MAC address because when the manufacturer make a device, it give one MAC address to one device and it give another MAC address to another device. It never seems. Like we can see here, the hub and switch are used to exchange the data within local area network. Like I said in the beginning, hub and switch are basically for they help to make a network. But when we want to connect with the network, we need a router. So let's talk about a router also. But when we're talking about router, we will also talk about IP address. IP address is the way where the network connect to each other. Every uh, every place have a different IP address. Now let's talk about router. The router is basically a gateway of a network, and the router routes the data from one network to another on the behalf of IP address. IP address is also again a unique number given to every network, and it starts with 198.162.16.18. It's a binary number. It's a special codes with the help of binary given to every network. Like in this uh, picture, we can see, for example, this device here, a switch or hub, have an IP address, for example, for only for this red data. If I say this router, this switch or this hub have IP address 198.168.19.16, for so router will filter all these IP addresses. The different color of these stars you can see is different IP addresses. So if only red IP address is belong to this hub, so only this data will be diverted to this switch. So this is the router is simply filtering all the web traffic of different IP address. Only IP address that is belong to this hub or switch will diverted to these four computers. No other IP address data will come here. We can understand it in more detail here. Like we can see, there are three different networks. One is here, another is here, another is here, and another is here. There are four different network, and in between they have different router also. So this router have different IP address. This router have different IP address. All these having their own IP address, and they are making a different network. So for example, if this computer want to connect and sending some data, so this will go through this hub, and after that this router will see to which router it's supposed to go. So if this data packet is supposed to go to this router, so it will go through here, and from here it will divert it to here, and from this here, then it will see which MAC address is supposed to go, and then this computer will connect and reply to that data packet that he have received. So router is a very smart device, and is also control the web traffic, and it also controls the data. So that's all for now. Remember to subscribe my channel so that you can get a notification for the future video. Thank you.